Space stations like the ISS and Tiangong support long-term research and astronaut living, requiring careful task planning and coordination. On Earth, logistics companies like Amazon use smart systems to optimize package delivery based on many real-world factors. In games, NPCs act realistically by following set rules and planning their actions. Across all these examples, from space operations to logistics and games, one thing is crucial: the ability to describe tasks, goals, and actions in a way that machines can reason about. That's where PDDL, the Planning Domain Definition language, comes in. A formal language that allows AI systems to plan and act intelligently in complex domains. But here's the question. What if I'm someone who doesn't know PDDL, but I still want to use it to solve problems? After all, PDDL is closely related to how we describe tasks in natural language. So, can we bridge that gap? Can we translate natural language into PDDL? This video will introduce a new PDDL editor plugin, PDDL-GenAI. This plugin allows users to complete a PDDL domain file using natural language descriptions. Users describe all actions in the domain file using natural language, and the plugin generates prompts based on the domain file and all action descriptions, then calls a large language model to generate the results. After obtaining results from the language model, the plugin refines and filters the output through a pipeline to improve final accuracy. Next, we will demonstrate the full workflow of the plugin. First, at the top of the plugin interface, there is a More Info button. Clicking this opens a tutorial window. In this window, users can view how to use the plugin, including sample input file formats. Running the plugin requires 2 mandatory files and 1 optional file. The domain file is the one that needs to be completed. It must include types, predicates, and action parts where the preconditions and effects are left blank for completion. The problem file is used to verify whether the generated domain file is solvable. NLD is an optional file representing the natural language descriptions, formatted as JSON, with each key being an action name and the value being its natural language description. This helps users avoid re-entering action descriptions every time. If users don't want to use this file, we also provide a custom input option. By clicking Custom NLD, the plugin automatically detects all actions in the domain file and provides text fields for each action. Users can input the descriptions this way. When users switch domain files, the plugin also updates with the latest actions. Currently, the plugin supports 3 large language models: ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and GPU AI. Users must provide their own API keys to use the plugin. For demonstration purposes, we'll use a JSON file in ChatGPT. Click the Generate button to start generation. It will take some time to generate results. The plugin generates 2 files, the completed domain file and a generation report. Clicking the domain file shows that all actions have been completed. Each action contains its corresponding natural language description to help users check whether the generated results are correct. The generation report includes execution logs, prompts sent to the language model, and the different results generated. This concludes the demonstration of the plugin workflow. To ensure correct usage and successful execution, we have added some error handling mechanisms. For example, if the wrong file is selected, the plugin will show an error. It will also show an error if the JSON file includes actions that don't match those in the domain file. If an invalid API key is used, an error will be shown. The accuracy of the plugin's output depends on the completeness of the action descriptions. The more detailed the description, the higher the accuracy. If the description is not detailed enough, the plugin may fail to generate a solvable domain file, but it will still generate a near-complete file. At the top of the domain file, it will indicate clearly that there may be issues with the output. This allows users to manually make necessary corrections. That concludes the demonstration of this plugin. Thank you for watching.